Hey guys, how's it going? 29th of November today, and back down the allotment. Haven't been down for quite a while, maybe at least a week. It's probably more than that. It's quite hard in the van getting down because, the van's quite difficult to drive, and then you've got to open the gate up there, drive in, shut the gate, park, and then walk all the way down to here. So it's quite tricky coming from my new house to here, and I've also hurt my shoulder, which makes changing gear quite difficult. Anyway, I am down here, and yeah, just been doing a bit of tidying up and stuff, and the tropicals are being really hit now, as to be expected really. Secana musifolia. This is the Helen's hybrid that I've already wrapped. As you can see, the Musibaju is like that. I'm probably not going to wrap the Baju this year though, because a lot of people don't seem to wrap them and they seem to be fine. And I am in the southeast, so I'm in quite a mild area really. I was going to wrap my Musicicumensis, but realised I don't have any string, so I'll have to leave that till next time. But yeah, just dug out the dahlias as well, which are over here. Two really massive, like these are really hefty tubers, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to store them in the shed. I've cut down my hardy ginger because although last time it looked completely fine, like completely still green and lush, this time it was all dead, so I've cut all the stems, and what I'll do is I'll just mulch that with wood chips for the winter. And yeah, I might not even divide them this year because I'd really love to get flowers on them. You can see how many stems there are. There's loads. This is quite a big root system. So yeah, I've done that. The sugar cane, as you can see, is also looking a bit frazzled now, but I might leave it for a while. I don't know, maybe I'll cut one stem again just to taste it. I don't think it'll be sweet though. So I've been doing that, doing a little bit of weeding, cutting stuff back, and then I went to the figs to start my root pruning, and I've just realised I've made the mistake of leaving these pots underneath the figs in all the cold and wet weather, which is not good because, as you can see, it's pooled with water and it stinks really badly. So yeah, it's I'm a bit worried that sorry, I'm trying to get out of the wind, but I'm a bit worried that I will have caused root rot on all of these. I really hope not, because that would be a bit of a bummer. So I've lifted them all out of their pots, and I'm gonna not gonna bother with them next year. I'm gonna try something different. But I wanted to show you one idea, assuming I haven't caused them all to get root rot. The way that I'm going to root prune these guys is not particularly conventional, and it's probably not the most effective way at all. But for me, because I can't get all of these out of their pots very easily, it's a completely daunting thing to have to root prune like 30 figs, which are really heavy, and yeah, I just don't have that kind of energy. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing like an in situ root pruning. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my folding saw and literally just sawing down, and then just sort of cutting the roots off, and then digging it out with the little trowel. And then I'm going to just refill that with new John Innes number 3, or whatever compost you want to use. And I'm hoping that will root prune them enough so that they don't get stunted in growth. And it's just going to be a lot easier for me to do that. What I'm going to try and do next year, like I said, I'm going to do a bit of a different method, which is just going to be to really wood chip the entire area. So I'm just going to wood chip over this weed fabric. It's not plastic though, so it's not going to get buried and disintegrate. At least I'm pretty sure it's not plastic. I think it's just like fiber. So I'm going to wood chip over the whole area, and then I'm just going to plonk the pots on top, kind of just nestle them into the wood chips a little bit, and then let them root into the wood chips. And then what I'll do each year is just chop off the roots at the base of the pot, and do what I'm doing here, just root prune 1 or 2 sides of the pot and refill. And I'm hoping that that will be the perfect compromise between keeping the trees small and constrained, so that they're not going to get like, you know, I'm not going to have to dig out 30 fig trees if I ever need to give this plot up. So they'll have a slight root run into the wood chips, so they'll be able to look for moisture, especially in the summer. But I can keep them constrained. So that's the plan. So I'm hoping it'll work. But yeah, sort of where I am at the moment. And yeah, I'm just really excited, I guess, for next year. I guess it is a kind of nice time of year. Although I do get quite down in autumn and winter, it is kind of a nice time of year, like chopping stuff back, clearing it up, tidying it up. I guess if you lived somewhere tropical, it's just like a continuous, you're continually doing that. It's not really, I don't know. Yeah, I guess this gives you a chance to get on top of things. So, although I think I probably would still prefer it to be tropical. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to finish off filling this pot now with new compost. And yeah, I really, really hope that I haven't caused root rot in these pots. Hopefully I've just got them up in time, because I have had that in the past with figs. Even just figs that are in containers in the garden. If they're in a pot with a lot of kind of excess compost and it's really wet, I've had the figs just completely rot from the roots. So yeah, gonna keep on top of it. Anyway, sending lots of peace, lots of love, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon.